UN reform is effectively dead. UN reform died in September 2005 when some of the most important issues from the reform proposals, for example, restructuring the Security Council to make it more democratic by increasing the numbers from 15 to about 25, trying to pass legislation or trying to at least promote fairer trade, debt forgiveness, and to make sure that aid commitments of 0.7% of GDP are lived up to by the rich countries. A lot of those things also got defeated in the UN reform process. In terms of the Millennium Development Goals, which sets out to halve poverty in all countries in the world by 2015, it's very clear that many countries, and particularly most countries in Africa, will not reach that goal. So it's been a very disappointing process from the point of view of Africa. But the three sort of like potential successes that came out of the UN reform process. The first is the responsibility to protect, which Canada championed quite strongly, and the idea that the international community has a duty above sovereignty to protect regimes that abuse their own people is a positive step forward, but that's all it is, just a step, because there aren't any mechanisms to operationalize it. The second main potential success of the UN reform process or outcome is the idea of a Human Rights Council, but nobody really believes that that's going to stop human rights abuses, and there's a feeling very strongly, particularly in Africa, that this is an agenda pushed by the US very parochially to make sure that countries like Sudan, Cuba, Libya do not get onto the council. And the third issue is the issue of the Peace-Building Commission that can help mobilize resources for post-conflict reconstruction in places like Sierra Leone, Burundi, Liberia. But the skepticism in Africa is that based on past experiences, there's no reason to believe that the mere establishment of an institution like the Peace-Building Commission will actually make sure that donors fulfill their pledges and are more generous.